Yeah, long time, long time. 7 months.
Okay, we'll start now. Very good morning to all Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Daniel Andrew. I am the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to our 368th meeting of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve something, our Toastmasters Club also has a mission. So our mission is to provide a supportive and learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their leadership and communication skills, resulting in developing their personal growth and self-confidence. So before we get into the meeting, there are 3 ground rules to be followed during the entire meeting. Rule number 1, since it is a hybrid meeting, mute your microphone and turn off your camera. If you are moving, that may be distracted during the meeting. Rule number 2, as Toastmasters, we should not speak about sex, religion, and politics. So kindly refrain from speak about these 3 topics during the entire meeting. So rule number 3, do not cross talk or unmute whenever the speaker is speaking. And also I encourage the speakers to encourage the speakers with emojis. So during the meeting. Now, before I introduce our presiding officer, today is a special day. So 25th April. Today is our world famous cricketer Sachin Tendulkar's birthday, 25th April. So with this, now I'm introducing our presiding officer, Toastmaster Shivakumaran. So Toastmaster Shivakumaran is a very active member. He is keen on working for members' development and growth in our Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. He is trying for maximum initiative to develop the club. And basically, he's the MCA graduate of more than 14 years corporate experience. He is working as a functional consultant in manufacturing, supply chain, distribution, and costing in verticals in Oracle Lab. He is a fitness enthusiast with other interests including cinephile, bibliophile, hodophile, and epicure. He aspires to reach maximum heights in public speaking and leadership communication through Toastmasters. Now I welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Shivakumaran. Have a big round of applause to Toastmaster Shivakumaran. Over to you, Toastmaster Shivakumaran. Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel, for that warm introduction. Every time I hear my introduction, I see that, okay, I've been interested in so many things, which amazes me also. So today I want to share some thoughts before starting the meeting. One second. Yeah, all of us watch IPL match, right? So can you raise your hands if you watch IPL matches? Yes, all of us watch IPL matches. So I'm very interested in cricket. From my school days onwards, we used to go to Chepak Stadium and watch cricket matches. We have watched many matches, even the iconic matches like India Australia, where Shane Warne got more number of wickets, and so many records I have visibly witnessed in Chepak Stadium and in live. One of my experiences, it is not the international match. It is one of the Ranji match where Chennai, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra were playing. And I remember the player name is Vinayak Mane, I think. He scored 100 against Chennai team, Tamil Nadu team. And Ranji match, we don't have so many audience. It will be very little people. So we will be allowed to sit in the pavilion and watch the match. I closely watched Vinod Kambli and Srishti players in a one hand distance, and we used to see the observe how the match goes. After the match over, we were allowed to go to the pitch also and congratulate the players where the press people will be interviewing them and all. So I get the opportunity to go to the ground and I get the opportunity to walk near the center pitch where the actual match happens. I was standing there for 5 minutes. After that, they chased me away. The groundsman came and observed that some people are roaming near the pitch. But I was standing there and looking at the arena. It was so huge. What is running in my mind is how people are coming here where 20, 30,000 people are watching and they were able to play so many good shots and they were showcased their talent before the huge crowd. I was pondering all these things and I know that only one law that matters. You can be Virat Kohli, you can be Sachin Tendulkar, and you can be any greatest stalwart of the game. But what you do on certain day that matters. If you come to the ground and you are able to play sixes and fours, you are doing greatness for yourself, also for the great game of cricket. Now, coming back to Toastmasters, we are Toastmasters. This stage is similar to the pitch, cricket pitch, what we have in Chepak Stadium. We have so many titles that I am the greatest. We were given so many beautiful speeches and so many things people can say. But what you do today that matters. How you showcase your talent that matters. None of the titles that is important. None of the fame that matters. If you are able
here, show your skills and entertain your audience, you are the greatest on the day. And I am happy that we got a stage and we are starting the stage at 7 a.m. in the morning. I am so happy to welcome you all to this Wake Up Chennai Toastmaster meeting 368, sorry. And I start the meeting of today's and I would like to invite some of the guests we have here. Mansi is the only guest. Mansi, can you introduce yourself, please?
You got 1 minute. Some echo is coming. I think echo is coming while speaking.
I know.
Just reduce the volume, I think, other device.
Is it okay now?
Now it is okay. Yeah, fine.
Now you are okay, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you. Mansi, please introduce yourself.
I wake up Chennai Toastmasters. I am Mansi and I'm from the club Chennai Kilpok YMCA. And to briefly introduce myself, I am a content writer currently, and I'm also a finance profession aspirant who is trying to make her way into the finance community. And yeah, that's all about me.
Thank you, Mansi. We are happy to have you here in our meeting. And I know that you are going to deliver a prepared speech also. Congratulations for that. And I would like to invite our secretary to give our secretary report for last meeting 367.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, meeting MOM for 367. Meeting was Zoom was started by Daniel Andrews, 7:05, followed by the presiding artist, presiding officer Toastmaster Satish. Members present were Toastmaster Satish, Shivakumaran, DTM Alex Jacob, and Daniel. Presiding officer Satish addressed the gathering, and guests were asked to introduce themselves before the commencement. And Satish invited the TMOD, and minutes of the last meeting was taken over, and the roles were introduced. Toastmaster of the day was Toastmaster Shivakumaran. Table topic master was Suresh Babu. General evaluator was Satish Kumar. Grammarian DTM Jay Seelan. Accountant Jay Seelan. Timer Gunaseelan. Prepared speeches were given by Toastmaster Balamurugesan as he delivered his energetic speech on life as sales professional, and followed by Toastmaster Bharati Raja Elangovan as he delivered his enthusiastic speech on making connections through networking. And last two speeches, Toastmaster Balu as he delivered his speech on different journey and various experiences. Speaker 4, DTM Priyank, as she delivered her nostalgic, electrifying speech, I, me, and post that spirited table topic session was conducted by Suresh Babu, followed by the evaluations. TTM Ledu Karthik evaluated Toastmaster Balamurugesan speech, and Vijay Kumar evaluated Dr. Toastmaster Bharati Raja speech, and DTM Alex evaluated Balu's speech, and Toastmaster Kavya evaluated DTM Priyank's speech. Post-meet, the club awards were presented to best evaluator being Toastmaster Kavya, best table topic speaker Toastmaster Uma Natraj, best prepared speech speaker DTM Priyank, and tag role was DTM Jayseelan for our counter, and best role player for TMOD for Toastmaster Shivakumaran. So post that, feedback was taken and meeting was adjourned by 8:45, and the number of attendees were 25. Over to presiding officer Shivakumaran. Thanks.
Thank you, Secretary, for reading out the minutes of meeting of last meeting. And now I want to invite the Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting, who is Dr. Murugesan. I did not have his introduction, but I know so many things about him over last 2 years. He is the dental doctor who is serving in Velacherry for last 20 years. He is a fitness enthusiast, and he whenever I talk to him, he always says that he attended this conference and that conference. And to tell special about him, I always watch him in Velacherry. If you go around 8 o'clock, you can see him running over this Velacherry area. He is such a great fitness enthusiast. I am happy to invite today's Toastmaster of the day, Dr. Murugesan, to the stage, please. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, for the warm introduction with the great inspiration. Today, fellow Toastmasters and guests, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to this Wake Up Toastmaster, this Toastmaster Club meeting 368. So for the benefit of the guest and the new members, I would like to explain the structure of the meeting. The meeting is divided into 3 parts. The first part is a prepared speech, where the members will be able to deliver their speech based on their projects, based on their level and the pathway they have chosen. The second section is that table topic round, where the members are able to practice thinking and speech on their feet. So it's otherwise called the impromptu speech. So guests are also welcome to participate in this speech. The third is the final round, which is the evaluation speech, where the prepared speeches and other speeches were completely evaluated by the general evaluator and the tag team. So let us come to the important theme of this meeting, is the power of words. See, the profound possession what the humans having is that the power of the words. So this power of the words can shape our thoughts, that influences our emotions, and also it can build up our confidence, and it enhances our relationship. And also, if you see about that, even it can change the history. So one of the pronoun leader is you heard about this Winston Churchill, where during the Second World War, the way the words what he used is had changes the history, and also it motivated the entire army system during the Second World War. So one of the important quote what Churchill told is, "We'll fight in the beaches, on the beaches." Means to the end we won't surrender. That is the quote what he is telling. Even if you are able to reach the beach also, we won't leave you. So the word how he had inspired the military troops had changed, had inspired them. So we are not letting to down. So that words had inspired during the Second World War. See, the power of the words, no need to be so louder, and also no to be heavy aggressive action. Even a silent words, a calm word with honesty can also provoke the thing. That is the important example is our great father of a nation, Mahatma Gandhi. So the way how he inspired is the simple words with the silent words can also create a movement. It can create a mass of peoples. It can provoke the mass of movement. That movement can create, can target towards the certain goals that creates the freedom for our nation. So it no need to be a great, it should not be too louder also. And the third example I can tell about is Swami Vivekananda. So Swami Vivekananda words are also provoking words with simplicity, with honesty, with the silent. With the famous during the conference, one of the religious conferences in America, what he uttered is this started with the speech with dear brothers and sisters of America. So this simple phrases create a standing ovation to him. So the starting word itself creates us a great empathy. It reveals the great cultures, traditions, and also the spirituality, the power of spirituality. So these powerful words can change ourselves and can create a change in ourselves. It builds the confidence. It ignites the power of life. To the whole, I can tell his words had spoken the truth. It creates the awakening, and also it changes the entire generations. So now let us come to the important part of the meeting. The first session of the meeting is the prepared speech. So where I want to go for the first speaker. Oh, sorry, sir. So let us introduce
first.
So now we meet to the facilitator, the general evaluator, TTM K7. So before that, I want to introduce about him. He is a working professional, and he is a podcast and is very active, and also a motivational speeches, and he wants to show his best version in his life. Over to general evaluator K7.
Satish Menon sir, a small request. Can you do evaluate for the second speaker, Mansi?
I can. Please send the speech objective and evaluation.
I will send it. I will send it to you across now. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, T. Modi, for the invite. So as a general evaluator, I'll be analyzing all the meetings proceedings, and I have a lovely tag team with me. So grammarian would be taken by Karthik, and our counter is DTM Satish Menon, and timer is Vijay. So over to timer Vijay for his role explanation.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Today I'm timer, so you all know what is the rules for the the speech limits for each and every speaker. So usually we have two kind of sessions. First one is prepared speech. For prepared speech, exactly 5 to 7 minutes is the time limit. Exactly at 5th minute, the green will be, and 6th minute yellow, and 7th minute it will be red. And for the prepared speech, prepared speech evaluation, it will be 2 to 3 minutes. Exactly at second minute, it will be green, and at 2.5 minutes, it will be yellow, and third minute, it will be red. And finally, prepared speech, table topics. For table topics, it's 1 to 2 minutes of time limit. First minute, it will be green, and 1.5 minute, it will be yellow, and exactly second minute, it will be red. That's it. Thank you very much.
So I just call upon grammarian Karthik to share his input and his role explanation.
Our counter first and then grammarian.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
DTM Satish Menon, kindly explain your counter roles.
So, good morning, everyone. My role as the counter in today's meeting is to note down the filler words, repeat sentences, which members, speakers will use as part of their speeches. Repeat words could be words like and, but, so, if not. Then there are repeat phrases that members use, repeat sentences, repeat words that speakers would use as part of their speeches. The intent of noting and reporting this is to make the speakers aware of the repeat phrases, words, filler words that they use so that they can keep practicing to minimize that and make their speeches more effective as they go along. I'll publish my report. Not publish, I'll read out my report towards the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, and back to you, general evaluator. Just before that, Toastmaster Shiva, I'm not able to open that file. It says access denied. If you can just resend it, the evaluation form.
Sure, sir. I will send it across now.
Sure. Yeah. Over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Satish Menon, sir, for the counter explanation. So with that, I hand over the mic to grammarian Toastmaster Karthik. Kindly explain your grammarian role.
Yeah, thank you, TM Keshav. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Karthik and I'm the grammarian for today's meeting. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language usage as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is poignant. It's an adjective, meaning evoking a deep emotional response, especially sadness, empathy, or reflection. The usage is the ending of his speech was truly poignant. I shall post it in the chat box. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day during their speech. At the end of the meeting, when called upon by the general evaluator, I shall present my grammarian report. Thank you, and over to you, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik, for the lovely grammarian word of the day and as well as the role informed. So with that, I request the TMOD to take over the proceedings of the meeting. Dr. Murugesan, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for introducing the tag team and also their responsibilities. And now we'll go for the interesting first session of this meeting is the prepared speech. So the first speaker of this session is Toastmaster Navanitha Krishnan. Before that, I want to introduce for this the speech, the evaluator for the first speech is Sivakumaran. And the topic of the first speech is the pillar and compass. And we want to introduce about Toastmaster Sivakumaran, a well-known figure for this Chennai.
Thank you for the introduction again, Dr. Murugesan. Now, I will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Navanitha Krishnan. He is going to give his speech in pathway presentation mastery, and project is mentoring. The speech objective is, the purpose of the project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envision mentoring. This speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protege. And I would like to hand over the control back to Toastmaster of the day. All the best, Navneeta Krishnan, for your speech.
I can bring to the stage the first speaker, Navneeta Krishnan. So the title for this is The Pillar and Compass. Over to Navneeta Krishnan. Navneet.
The merchant without capital has no profit. The man without a pillar to lean on has no stability. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, these words were written over 2000 years ago by the Tamil poet Thiruvalluvar in the Tirukkural. He wasn't talking about physical pillars made of stone. He was talking about mentors. Today, I want to share my experience being mentored and how ancient wisdom changes my modern perspective on growth. The first one, identify seed potential. Legend has it that Chanakya, the greatest strategist in Indian history, once found a young boy playing in a dusty village. The boy wasn't a prince, he was a commoner. But Chanakya didn't see a commoner. He saw an emperor. He saw the Maurya Empire before the first stone was even laid. Most people look at us and see who we are. A mentor looks at us and sees who we can become. Chanakya chose Chandragupta, not because he was a prince, but because he showed natural leadership and curiosity. Chanakya says that don't just mentor anyone, invest your time in those who show hunger, humility, and the ability to listen. Mentor could see the potential in the mentee. It has been just a few months I joined this club. My mentor actually asked me to be a judge for an area level competition. She had asked me to be a test speaker for an area contest. That's when I realized she sees that potential in me. When she was, oh, can you be a test speaker for our area contest tomorrow? I was like really stunned. The second one, lead by example. As is the king, so are the subjects. Chanakya believed a leader must be a role model in their own character and self-mastery, as others will naturally follow their example of discipline or vice. It was my first speech delivery, my icebreaker. My mentor was also there in person for that meeting. She was actually an evaluator for another speaker. When she was delivering her evaluation for the other speech, I was feeling so sad inside. Why she was not my evaluator? Her evaluation speech was so beautiful than the speech itself. She gave such good points and recommendations to the speaker. To my surprise, she also gave me a written detailed feedback for my speech in WhatsApp. So I used to wonder how easy to be a mentor. She literally leads by example. I'm speaking, about our fellow Toastmaster, the distinguished Toastmaster Priyan. She informs her availability to her mentees often, and she has her own mentees WhatsApp group, and regularly, giving very valuable information. So also she gives multiple opportunities to her mentees. I got multiple opportunities from for various clubs to perform different roles and even be a judge or even a test speaker. So those are the opportunities that I've got from her. The third one, foster critical thinking over dependency. Chanakya didn't just give answers, he used thought-provoking lessons and hypothetical scenarios to force his mentee to weigh short-term gains against long-term consequences. He believed a leader who relies solely on others' counsel risks becoming a puppet. He encouraged independent decision-making and autonomy. Instead of providing immediate solutions, guide your mentees to assess situations from multiple angles to build their resilience and inner strength. After every speech, my mentor used to give me great constructive feedback. After one of my speech, my mentor pulled me aside and said, "That was technically perfect and completely boring." She was very much straight to the face. This was totally monotonous and there was no vocal variety. The project purpose is to demonstrate vocal variety. Also, you spoke to our heads, but you forgot our hearts. That sentence, really gave me the real picture. A mentor must be a tough lover, pushing mentees out of their comfort zones to prepare them for the presence of reality. This feedback stopped me from becoming a polished speaker who says nothing and started my journey towards becoming an authentic speaker who says everything. Once Chandragupta was established and the empire was stable, Chanakya retired to a simple hut. Just as Chanakya retired to a hut, my mentor slowly started stepping back. She stopped checking my drafts line by line and started giving comments like, "What do you think the core message is?" In fact, she added, she pointed out a line, a core message. She added one line in one of my speech. And my evaluator was calling out that line. That was standing out. And I could not really stop my smile, when the evaluator was giving that feedback. So she shifted from being my compass to being my pillar. In Toastmasters, we often focus on the pathways goals, but the real capital of this club, the capital that Tirukkural speaks of is the wisdom we pass down to one another. The wisdom that we pass down to one another. My mentor didn't just teach me how to stand or where to look. She taught me how to think, how to take a hit, and how to find my own voice. If you are a new member, find your pillar. Find someone who will give you that thunderbolt rebuke. If you are a seasoned member, be the Chanakya. Look for the raw spark in the back of the room and help turn into a flame. Because without a pillar, we might stand, but with a mentor, we soar. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishna, for his wonderful speech with how to mentor, how the mindset can change, how the Chanakya had played an important role. So let us move on to the second speaker, Toastmaster Mansi. So the evaluator for this second speech is Sadish Medan sir. No need to need of introduction about Sadish Menon sir. He was a backbone for this Wake Up Chennai, and is also president of District 120. And let I call on the evaluator Sadish Menon sir to tell about this level and on the pathway of the second speaker, Toastmaster Mansi. Over to
Thank you, TMOD Toastmaster Murugesan. Toastmaster Manasi is presenting her speech from the Pathway Visionary Communication Level 2 Project 2 speech. The purpose statement of the project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify her primary style. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share the impact of her style on others. About the speech, The member will deliver a well-organized speech about some aspect of communication styles. The member may choose to speak about her own communication style or the impact of communication styles on her. The speech may be humorous, informational, or any other style the member chooses. The time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Evaluator Toastmaster Sadish Menon sir. And the second speech is You Don't Only Talk. So this is the title of this second speaker. And over to Toastmaster Mansi for his delivering his wonderful speech. Over to Toastmaster Mansi.
Good morning and welcome to all of you here. So how many of you can show me by raising your hand here? How many of you think you are good communicators? Come on, we are at Toastmasters, right? The reason why we are here today, or we are here every day, or sometimes once a week, is because we want to become good communicators. So for people who have been here long, why don't you think you are good communicators? Okay, I do see good show hands, good thumbs ups here. Yes, thank you. So you all think you are good communicator. So what differentiates a good communicator and a communicator? Well, I will come and I'll answer it. So, to me, a good communicator and a communicator has a lot of difference. A communicator will come, present, and leave. They'll just voice out words. But a good communicator will leave their presence. And my intention is always to leave my presence. Now, let's imagine, okay? You all are walking in a room and you just think about the vibe that, you feel. Now, recently when we all met at the Division D conference, what was the vibe you felt? You felt the vibe of maybe being welcomed because you were provided refreshments in the beginning, you were provided a welcome kit, and when the event started, the event was carried out while also talking to the audience, right? So once you are presenting to the audience, you feel welcomed, right? Now think about an event where you are not even feeling welcomed. So how will that event be? You just enter, you sit, you listen, and very few times you take away something and just leave, right? Now, what is the difference there? In the first place, you take away something more profound. In the first place, because you feel welcomed, because you feel heard, because you feel participated there, you leave an experience that will stay with you for the longest of the times and an experience that you would want to share to people. But at the second event, what do you take away? All you take away is an experience that you stayed. That's all, right? Now, both of the places you are communicating, but what is the difference there? The presence. The presence is the difference. Now, the reason why I say presence is because I have learned it. I have learned it through people. I have learned it through myself. So now, anytime, okay, when I was in my school or when I was even in college, all I used to think was, I want to become a good communicator. I want to become a good communicator. Now, what is a good communicator? Who is a good communicator? Right? What I believed then was that I wanted to relay my words properly. That to me was a good communicator. But I have been doing that all the while. But why now do I feel this is something different? Why do I feel that my words does not mean that I'm a good communicator at all? My English can be a little better. Maybe the way I pronounce can be a little different. And that happens for everybody, right? So does that mean everybody is a good communicator? No, right? Because what a good communication means is you tuning your vocal variety, you analyzing the place, analyzing the situations, and then staying there. Okay. Now, many people fail to see that because these differences to a good communications are very big. Okay. They are very small and sometimes they are even non-verbal. Now, what is the thing is people do not focus on these non-verbal communication. My dad, if you see, he only communicates with his face. If he wants to say yes, it is gonna be this. If he wants to say no, it's again gonna be this. Now, how does a person understand? But with experience, you understand, right? Now, I have now my style of communication is my presence, I say, right? But how is that? And why do I feel that it is the best form of communication for myself? Because now, whenever I'm sad or whenever I'm angry, I hate being talked to. Okay, since I hate being talked to, I do not want people to be there, but I still want to be there. And at that time, when a person is sitting and just staying quiet, their presence is enough. Their presence speaks to me. And I have started doing this to people. Once, when my friend was sad, she told me to run away. I still stayed with her. I was there with her till the very end, till she finished her crying, and till she was like, she let a sigh out. And I asked her, do you feel happy now? She's like, yes, and thank you for being here all this while. And that's how I communicated with her. So there will be a million different communication styles, but the communication style of your presence. Now, even at the events that you are, you do not have to always speak. Sometimes you can only be someone who is present, but while being present, what you do matters. Do you respond to the speaker? If yes, you are doing good. That is the little bit of pure communication that you can give to the speaker. A simple smile, a simple nod, and a simple reassurance that you are listening to them. So thank you, Toastmasters, for having me here, and do think about the kind of communication that you have. Thank you.
Thank you, second speaker, Mansi, for the great speech where he had a different perspective and also the important things of communication, not only the words, but also the other aspects of the speeches can influence or inspire or motivate. So let us come to our the power of words. The power of words, which I want not to be a great leader, it should be in the normal as a team leader or even as a representative of a college, also can influences or inspire with the power of words. I remember like one of my during my college days, it was a gathering of our batch where one of a person is the representative of our batch, and he stood and stand and some of them giving their own perspective. And suddenly he got little angry and he told, if you want to be here, you are not fit to be in this batch. The way he told, the words he had uttered had demotivated all others also, and the person who had seen and told. So he left immediately out. So by seeing that, everyone went out. So that small word split up into two groups, and we have organized that college day as two groups. So in that way, a simple words can totally spoil and also totally damage what we want to aspire or want to achieve. So we should be very careful in not only for motivation, but also when we want to talk or when we want to communicate. So the selection of word is important, that can changes our path. That what I want to tell in this, even as a small leader, even we want to have a small program. So that is the thing which I want to, that is the power of the word. And the second, let us move on to the second session of the meeting, that is the table topic master. So for the table topic, today's TTM table topic master is the Toastmaster Daniel. And I want to introduce about the Daniel. Daniel is a mechanical engineer, and also he is working in one of the manufacturing sector in Gujarat, and he is also very good athletic and also a fitness enthusiastic, and also he attended various marathon events, and he is very dynamic person who is not able to attend in person. Also, he is to every meeting he is present in online. Such a inspiring personality. Let Mr. Toastmaster Daniel, your stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan, for the warm introduction about myself. Once again, very good morning to all fellow Toastmasters and guests. So today I will be the table topic master. So for the interest of new members and guests, I'm just explain what is table topic session. It is basically an impromptu speaking session for 1 to 2 minutes. So where you will be given a topic instantly, then you need to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. These table topic sessions will help you to develop your impromptu speaking skills. Like for example, in an interview, sometimes you may be asked in a different questions where you need to answer on the spot. So that way, this table topic session will help you to develop your impromptu speaking skills. So as I said, the timing is 1 minute. Green card will be shown by the timer, and 1 minute 30 seconds. Yellow card will be shown by the timer, and 2 minutes. Red card will be shown by the timer. You can speak up to extra 30 seconds. Now let us go into the session. My first speaker for today's table topic session, I would call upon our Toastmaster Vignesh. Toastmaster Vignesh, are you ready?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, good. So the question for you, what is the one word that defines you? What is the one word that defines you, and explain why? Over to you.
Okay. The one word that defines me is I'm a sales guy, and that defines that I'm very professional and punctual as well. And the word that gives some energy to boost us on a day is that we are more professional on our way. Whatever it is in our work, in our personal activities, or wherever, we need to be more professional. That word defines me a lot. Being professional gives us discipline as well as uh, beautiful thoughts. It gives us a beautiful thoughts to establish and give more words to say. Being professional uh, gives us a clarity, and the people who looks after us will be on a clear vision that we'll be getting motivated more and more. That is the one word that I can say that the word that defines me. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Daniel Andy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vignesh. The great explanations. Being professional, you said being professional is the word that explains very good about you. Thank you for the. And the second speaker I would call upon Toastmaster Karthik, are you ready?
I will try.
Yeah. The topic for you, Toastmaster Karthik. Do you believe actions speak louder than words? Do you believe actions speak louder than words? Toastmaster Karthik.
Thank you, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew, for this topic. Good morning, everyone. Actions speak louder than words. When my wife had this, the poster, or it was in the wall when we were in India. So actions speak louder than words. She always says that, you talk, you talk, you talk, but you don't do it in action. And I feel, yes, I believe in that. Actions should speak louder than words, because most of the time we say, we talk big things, but when it comes to the action, we don't do. As you all know, I'm a seafarer, so even on board ships, they give so much. When there is a problem we face, they give so much of fundas. We will do this, that, and all that, but finally, okay, where is the solution? We need to, somebody has to get the spanner, we need to do the work. So in that case, yes, most of the time people talk, but when it comes to the action, we fail, or we know, just like that, we give some reasons. So definitely, and because this I can clearly remember, because it was in the wall poster when we were in India. So yes, actions speak louder than words. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Daniel Andrew.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik. Yes, actions should speak louder than words. You agreed with that, and you are just trying to do that. Yeah, thank you for that. And I would call upon our next speaker, Toastmaster Keshwan. Toastmaster Keshwan, are you ready?
Daniel, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Table Topic Master. Tell me.
So the question for you is, if you could erase one word from existence, what would it be? If you could
Erase
erase one word from existence, what would it be? Toastmaster Keshwan.
negativity. One word is negativity, which I feel is, and the negative emotions which we are taking it forward. So negativity is, and failure is one embodiment of bringing ourselves up. But if it goes beyond certain limit, it will be really harassing ourselves. The harassment is some such that it will take you to a next level wherein you will negative self-introst in yourself. There'll be no positive self-introspection, and that self-introspection would also be uh, not taken in a right way. And Table Topic Master, negativity can be nurtured in a better way, but it should be taken into account where it can enable the positive notes of life. But I think that one word to evaluate myself on the negativity is, I'll be deleting, control all delete. So that will be the one thing in my life to take it forward. And it is really happy for me to talk on this topic. Thank you so much, Table Topic Master Daniel. It was really nice to talk on this. I'll definitely go beyond 2 minutes, but thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Keshwan. So you rightly said, instantly the word got into your mind, negativity. Yes, it is mandatory for all. We have to, go away from the negativity. Now let us go into the next speaker. May I ask any volunteer to give the next topic?
Yeah, I will speak, Daniel.
Okay, Shiva. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Toastmaster Shiva Kumaran, topic for you. How can words shape someone's self-confidence? Toastmaster Shivakumaran, how can words shape someone's self-confidence? Toastmaster Shivakumaran, over to you.
Thank you for the topic, Daniel. It was a fantastic topic. This particular word, how certain words shape somebody's self-confidence, I can feel it from all walks of our life. So starting from my kids, I have two kids at home. So whenever they wake up in the morning, they would be looking for a motivation from my father, love and affection from my from their father. They will come to me. They will say that, Daddy, I woke up. I'm so tired. I have dreadful dreams. Some monster come in my dreams and all. They will say that. As a father, I will say, those are all nothing. It is not real. You guys are great. Today is a fantastic day. You go and study well in the school, sharpen your skills, and today it's going to be awesome for you. That shapes the day for my kids. And when I say those words, I can see their happiness, their face blossoms like a flower. That is a beautiful sight to see. It is not only for them, it is for me also. It was the greatest moment to start the day with. The second moment I would say is my team members. Whenever we are having in a meeting, everybody in my team, somebody will make some mistake. Everybody make mistake at certain times, including myself. But at the time, if I go and tell them and criticize them, you have not done great. You should have been doing great. You should be having all this prepared. You should come to meeting 5 minutes before, not 5 minutes after. They would be fed up and they won't be interested to continue their role properly. But I tell them, see, it is our responsibility to go to our meeting fully prepared. It is our responsibility to do our job with full confidence and full satisfaction. These words shape my team's day-to-day activities and also give the deliverables properly to do their job. Of course, what the topic you've given me is true, and I completely agree with you, Daniel. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivakumaran. How words can shape someone's self-confidence. You clearly explained about two experiences that you had in your personal life and your Toastmasters experience. Thank you for that. Let us have one more topic. I would request any volunteer, any Toastmaster or guest or any visiting Toastmaster, any volunteer for the next topic.
I can take it.
Yeah, thank you, DTM Sadish Menon. Topic for you is describe a magical word that changes lives instantly. Describe a magical word that changes the lives instantly. DTM Sadish Menon.
Describe a magical word that changes life instantly. To me, it could be like, I don't care. Yeah. So that I would say is a very magical word, because a lot of times people end up defining their lives depending on what others tell them to do. When you are in school or college, you get compared to other people and say, look, that person is good in a certain subject, you are not. That person is getting 100 marks out of 100, you are not even getting that much. Okay. Then as you progress into your work life, there is also that same thing about somebody else is doing so good, you are not doing good. Okay. You should also be like that person. Somebody's gone abroad, you should also go abroad. Okay. So these comparisons in life actually have such an impact that it keeps a lot of us from enjoying our life to the fullest. But if you keep a magical word saying, I don't care, okay, for me, my life is what I make out of it. I don't bother about what others do. For them, it is their life. For me, this is my life. I will leave it on my terms. I will live it the way I want to do it, live it. And I will ensure that whoever is dependent on me, they will enjoy a good life rather than comparing with others and always trying to keep up with what others are doing. This constant urge to compare yourself, the constant urge to get to what others have, the constant urge to keep doing better than somebody else, okay, always stops us from enjoying a full life. But if you just put that thought in your mind to saying, I don't care, okay, I will do it the way I want to do it. I will live life on my own terms. It will be a magical word that can change your entire outcome to life. Thank you, and back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, DTM Sadish Menon. I don't care the word, magical word. Yeah, sometimes it really, helps in many ways. So people are comparing with one to other. So this word really helps you to come out of that situation. Yeah, now we are just coming to the end of the table topic session. It was really good, and all the 5 speakers have given their views clearly about the different topics given to them. It was very nice, and once again, I congratulate all the speakers who have, participated in the table topic sessions. Considering the time, and I'm just giving back the control back to our Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster Dr. Murugeshan, over to you.
For giving wonderful topic relevant with the theme of the today's theme, which are more appropriate and also very interesting to hear. And so the theme of the power of the words, it's not about the previous great leaders. It is of day-to-day activities, a small change in the word. And also I have seen many of them, they have unused the word of the day like articulate. See, a small change in the words, becomes a great troll known in social media. If you have the intention to, you can see some political leaders in their propaganda, they told they slightly changes the word, that becomes a great troll. So the proper articulation is very important in that, so that it changes the meaning also. Even if you see the old Silapadikaram also, the king uttered like Kondruva, that changes the entire the story of this Silapadikaram. So in that way, the powerful words with proper articulation that creates the proper meaning, which I want to share with you. That is the real power of the words. And it is not on the great things, it is on the personal communication also that brings changes in our lives. A good, powerful speech is the actual benefit, the actual powerful is how we are influenced, how we changes of our life. And one of the small example is one of my friend, his name is Dr. Arif Salman. So he usually won't speak much, but the way 10 minutes he is speaking with me, that is equal to 100 conferences which I have attended. So the words is not so louder, and it is very clear and simple and crisp, which everyone can understand. That definitely influences me in my professional life and also in my personal life, and also day-to-day activities also, that definitely with your kids or with your wife or with your friends, a simple and a more effective way that transform you, and also it transform the others. That only the real power of the words. Then let us move on to the third session. That is the important, the final session of the meeting is the evaluation round. Okay. So I want to guide these sessions. I welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster K7, and also his tag team for giving the evaluation report. Over to Toastmaster K7.
Hi all, thanks TMOD for the lovely invite. So it was a inspiring and poignant prepared speeches and table topics. It was really nice. So I have my tag team here. So like we have the evaluation session and the tag team session. So with that, I request Toastmaster Shiva to give his evaluation report for Toastmaster Navneeta.
Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster K7. Now I'm going to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Navneeta. The topic of the speech is the pillar on and the compass. Congratulations, Navneeta, for delivering your speech effectively. It was very nice to hear your speech, and I got so many inputs. Your speech is full of phrases and quotes where it has given so much of motivation listening to you, and the thoughts are very clear and poignant to listen to your speech throughout. To go with your positives, I have some commendations and recommendations which I have noted down in observed in your speech, which I want to share, which I am going to share with you now. The first commendation which I want to use is the usage of Tirukural as a starting point. It was very well received. You said that wisdom we pass down to one another, and the other powerful words what you used is very effective. Not only you have started with the Tirukural, at the end you have made the callback technique of going back and using the same Tirukural to reference and finish your speech. That was really nice. I enjoyed the trick what you have used in the speech. Then your next commendation I want to give is the theme what you have driven the speech with, the Chanakya and Chitragupta. That was a good comparison because this mentor-mentee speech is one of the difficult speech to give. Everybody are clueless what I am going to talk about. I know I am having good relationship with mentor, but I am clueless how I will draw a complete picture, how I will structure a full speech. I am always confused. But you have astutely taken the comparison of Chanakya and Chitragupta with you and Priyank. That was really nice comparison. I have enjoyed the comparison and I was able to listen to you throughout properly. Then the third commendation is your personal experiences, like the way how you are invited to do the role of a chief judge, and other experiences what you had with your mentor, that you are thinking why I was not mentored by I was not evaluated by that my mentor who has given so many important points to the listener and also to the speaker. Those are really good points. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Then moving on to the recommendations, I have few recommendations. The first recommendation is the eye contact. Some of the time I was not able to I was looking at you. You were looking at multiple places, but you are not looking at the camera. So I would recommend you, can you look at the camera and give your emotions more to the audience so we can relate to you much? That is recommendation one. Then you have used the theme comparison with Chandragupta and Chanakya. That is good, but the transformation between the Chandragupta story and your personal story has to be refined more, I would say, because you are talking about Chandragupta. Immediately you are coming to your speech. The jump is not very fluent, is my recommendation I want to give you. And then the last point is, you have sit down and delivered your speech. I would always tell this to everybody, whoever is delivering a speech, please stand and deliver. That will create more impact. So we have three aspects which are important for a speaker. One is auditory, then the second is visual, and the third one is kinetics. The auditory is fine because we are listening to you, your vocal varieties are good, but visual wise we are kind of distracted, or we are not able to follow through you properly, is my opinion. If you can stand and deliver a speech, we can enjoy it more, and you can have more body language and stage movement. You can emphasize and give your points more powerfully. And at last, kinesthetics, yes, you have drawn in all the important points, but still if it is delivered standing and with more body movements, it would have been received properly. This is my evaluation on your speech, Navneeta. To summarize, you had beautiful starting and ending with Tirukural. You had very good personal experience sharing with us, and the theme with the comparison with Chanakya and Chitragupta is well. Improve on eye contact, structure, and your standing and delivering. Your speech would be out of the world next time. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiva, for the lovely evaluation. So with that, I call upon DTM Satish Menon, sir, for the evaluation of second speaker. Over to you, DTM Satish Menon.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Second speaker was Toastmaster Mansi. And yes, Toastmaster Mansi, you have probably listened to the song by Ronan Keating, which says, "You say it best when you say nothing at all." Now, the form of communication that you articulated was something very different. When I say different, we all talk about communication which is direct, indirect, and also talk about whether it is communication which is more proactive or reactive. But your style of communication touched upon something which is totally different. Right from the examples that you presented, which you talked about, you go to a division conference, and when you get recognized or you people acknowledge your presence, there is a different experience that you get compared to somewhere where you walk in and nobody acknowledges you. So somebody might think, what has this got to do with communication? But it is also a very relevant part of communication, which you explained. To see that acknowledging somebody, acknowledging their presence, you feel well received, you feel recognized. And that's also a very important part. Communication always is not about speaking. Communication is always not about listening. Communication is also sometimes about acknowledging. And that's what you told as your primary style. A lot of times when we are tensed or we are thinking about something, or we generally have a bad day, we just want to be quiet. We don't want anybody to talk to us. We just want to sit there at some point and just think, or just sleep in certain cases, or just be left in our thoughts. Now, at that point of time, somebody who understands that and doesn't come and bother us, but just let us just be, is a great communicator. And that's what your speech kind of brought out. Like sometimes just being there, sometimes asking the right questions, but not offering any advice unless asked for, is also a form of communication. So kudos to you for that. So it was a very different experience, and you brought it out very clearly with the right enthusiasm in your speech and the right vocal variety. What you can improve is certain things which say that you had a lot of generalization in between. When you talked about communication, the middle part of your speech just went into a lot of generalization. So just try to avoid that. You had a very good topic which talked about how just acknowledging somebody's presence or being silent is a form of communication. Speak with more topics about examples about it. When you bring in more examples, that would really enhance the speech, because this is a very good form of communication which you talked about just being silent. You had the right vocal variety, you had the right enthusiasm. It was simple language, but only if you can add a lot more examples to it, the speech will go to the next level. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Menon, for giving the evaluation. So with that, we go in for the tag team report. So I request Toastmaster Vijay to share his timer report. Over to you, Toastmaster Vijay.
Thank you all. So in today's meeting, we have had a very good session, and it's a timely session also. The first category, prepared speech, the first speaker, Navneetha Krishnan, Toastmaster. So he has spent almost 7 minutes, 7 minutes and 8 seconds. And second speaker, Toastmaster Mansi, she has taken 7 minutes, 26 seconds. The next segment is table topic. In table topic, Toastmaster Vignesh, the first participant. So he used almost 1 minute, 14 seconds to deliver his content. Followed by Toastmaster Karthik. He has taken 1 minute, 28 seconds. Next, the Toastmaster Keshavan. He has used 1 minute, 30 seconds to deliver his content. Followed by Toastmaster Shivakumaran. He has taken 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Finally, DTM Satish Menon sir, he has taken 2 minutes, 12 seconds to deliver his table topic content. And final segment, the evaluation segment. First evaluator, Toastmaster Shivakumaran, has taken 3 minutes, 30 seconds. And the final evaluator, DTM Satish Menon sir, taken 3 minutes, 25 seconds to deliver his evaluation content. That's it. Thank you very much. I hand over the mic to General Evaluator Toastmaster Keshav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Time Vijay. So I request our counter DTM Satish Menon for sharing his counter report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. My outer report is as follows. The Sergeant at Arms in the opening had "ya" used twice. The President in his opening remarks had "ya" 2+ times, "right" 2+ times, "but" 2+ times, and 2+ times, and 1+ time. The Secretary, when reading out the Secretary report, had no filler words. The Toastmaster of the day during the entire course of the meeting had "a" 3+ times, "so" 3+ times, "some" 3+ times, "a" 3+ times, and "like" 2+ times. Toastmaster speaker number 1, Navneetha Krishnan, had "and" 2+ times in a speech. Toastmaster speaker 2, Toastmaster Manasi, had "okay" 3+ times, "a" 3+ times, "right" 3+ times, "now" 3+ times, "but" 3+ times, "so" 3+ times, and 3+ times. The table topic master in his inaugural address had "ya" 2+ times and "a" 2+ times. Table topic speaker 1, Toastmaster Vignesh, had "a" 3+ times. Table topic speaker 2, Toastmaster Karthik, had "a" 3+ times and "so" 3+ times. Toastmaster Keshavan, as the table topic master 3, had "a" 3+ times and 2+ times, and "but" 2+ times. Toastmaster Shivakumaran, as the table topic speaker 4, had no filler words. Toastmaster Satish Menon, as the table topic speaker 5, had "a" 2+ times. For the speech evaluator 1, Toastmaster Shivakumaran had "then" 3+ times, "so" 2+ times, and 3+ times. And the speech evaluator 2, Toastmaster Satish Menon, had "a" 3+ times and "so" 2+ times. That is my overall counter report for today's meeting. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Satish Menon sir, for the counter report. With that, I go with a grammarian report. Toastmaster Karthik, can you share your grammarian report for the day?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Keshav. Here comes the grammarian report. Once again, good morning, everyone. People who have used the word of the day is only two, Toastmaster Keshav and Toastmaster Shivakumaran. I hope I did not miss. I encourage everyone to use the word of the day during their speeches, and some of the improper grammatical use suggestions. One of the Toastmasters used one of my experiences when he was sharing a story. So it was past. So the correct usage is one of my experience was. and another Toastmaster, he used like fitness enthusiastic, but the correct usage be fitness enthusiast. And the quote sayings which I like, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan, he used profound possession which humans have is power of words. We will fight in the beaches by Winston Churchill. Then Toastmaster Sivakumaran used astutely. Actually, today only I got to know about this and out of the world. Then Toastmaster Navnita used like invest in person who shows hunger, humility, and ability to listen uh, during this speech, and resilience, inner strength. And Toastmaster Mansi used profound, and Toastmaster Keshav used self introspection. DTM Satish Menon, he used so many things which I like the most is my life is what I make out of it. It's like a nice thing got to learn. Thank you. With this, I end my grammarian report and thank you and over to you to general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik, for the lovely grammarian report. So with this, we conclude the tag team report. Overall, a lovely and insightful tag report. So with that, I just come with the general evaluation report. Our meeting was started at 7:20 a.m. sharp, which was really lovely, and the secretary report was taken, and prepared speeches and table topics was poignant, and the role explained and tag team and table topics was nice. So in table topic sessions were like really lovely, aligned with our theme of the day, which is power of words. Everything was really superb, and the meeting was really a great event. Thank you so much for the lovely event, and I hand over the mic to TMOD, Dr. Murugesan.
Thank you, General Evaluator and the tag team for giving the precise and report with clarity. And now I request the poll master to launch the poll. Okay. So let us move on to this theme of the meeting actually. So as we told, not only in the personal communication, also we have to use our words more precisely, and also it should be effective. That is the important thing which we are transforming to our kids on why. And also the important things which I have recently seen in this parliamentary argument during this delimitation bills and the women reservation bills, where Priya Gandhi uttered like these bills introducing is even Chanakya be away by seeing this cleverness they have introduced. So the way how she told made this opponent to laugh. So in that way, the communication was very effective and it's more powerful what they want to tell. So in that way, they should be. So overall, I want to tell about is this communication. The power of words is not a tool. It is actually the strength and also the art of communication. So overall, I want to tell is so depending on how we are using, it can help in build or break the relationship. It can heal or hurt the relationship. It can also limit or liberate the relationship. So that is the final conclusion I want to tell about the power of the words. Let us move on to that, hand over this meeting to the presidents of this club. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Murugesan, for running the theme of the day meeting and running the show effectively today. And I would like to request our members and guests to kindly go and vote for the best role players today. It is all available in the link that is given to you in WhatsApp group and in guest group, WhatsApp Wake Up Chennai guest group. Please go and kindly vote for the best role players. And in the meantime, I would like to get some feedback from Mansi, the only guest of today's meeting. Mansi, can you please share some of the experience what you had visiting to our club today?
Hello, hi. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me here. I contact Toastmaster Keshav, and he was pleasing enough to have me. So the first thing that I would say is I love the way you conduct the meeting. That is the on time. You probably did it on time today. So that was a very good thing. And the second thing is it was a pleasure meeting all of you. And thank you, Satish Menon sir, for evaluating me. And wonderful meeting. I love the hybrid mode because in our club you have only in place mode, and I love switching between hybrid and on place. So thank you.
Thank you for your feedback, Toastmaster Mansi. And to summarize today's meeting, it was a really good meeting what we had today. All the participants were able to speak and do the roles properly and also get an opportunity to speak whenever the chances come up. And one of the good point I want to share here to all of you is, I don't know about others. The main reason why I like Wake Up Chennai Club a lot is we start speaking at 7 a.m. in the morning. What happens when you start speaking at 7 a.m. in the morning, coming to a meeting is it sets the tone for your whole day. So it is like going to cricket ground and playing a cricket by the morning. If you scored 50 runs, that make up your whole day. Similarly, you come to Toastmaster meeting and you give a speech which is satisfied to you and also to the audience, that make up the day and also set a positive tone for the day. Today, only 4 or 5 of us have come to the in-person meeting, but all of us had such a fantastic experience. We are going back to our home with such a beautiful vibe that today is going to be great. I can even feel that energy now, that it is really good. And online participants, I can all see the positive energy with all of you as well. This is the power of Wake Up Chennai Toastmaster Club, I would say. Come come early to the meeting and start early with a speaking opportunity and give all of your views properly, positively, and take back so much of energy and go and continue your day. With that, I want to note, I want to continue. I got few responses. I got 8 responses. Okay, let me announce the results. The best main role player is Toastmaster TMOD Murugesan. Please, sir. Congratulations to you. Thank you. And then the best auxiliary role player is shared between timer Vijay and our counter Satish Menon. Then the best speaker is our guest speaker Toastmaster Mansi. Best evaluator is myself, Toastmaster Sivakumaran. And the best TT speaker is shared between Toastmaster Vignesh and Toastmaster Sivakumaran. Thank you for all the role players. And with this note, I would like to adjourn today's meeting 368. No, I will adjourn. With this, I adjourned meeting 368. Thanks all the members and guests to participate today. And have a lovely day. Have a great day, a great weekend for all of you. Thank you and bye-bye. We can finish the meeting. Shut down all the end. Leave.